everyone, I am Michael Ruger. I am the managing partner of Greenbush Financial Group. Today we're going to be reviewing all the changes the big beautiful tax bill made to HSA accounts for 2025 and 2026 and years going forward. Now, while there were a lot of proposed changes to HSA accounts when it was in the House bill, by the time this big beautiful tax bill made it through the Senate and the reconciliation process, a lot of those changes to HSA accounts were eliminated. So while there are a few changes to HSA accounts going forward, I'm going to kind of go through some of the changes that were in there that were taken out, as well as some changes that are definitely going to be updated going forward. One of the changes that will go into effect in 2026 is a slight increase in the annual contribution limits to HSA accounts. So for 2026, for self-only coverage, the limits are going to be $4,400. For family coverage, it's going to be $8,750. And then the catch-up age 55 plus is still $1,000. The new tax bill also expanded what HSA accounts could be used for, which include fitness and wellness programs with a physician's sign-off, some home health monitoring equipment, nutrition counseling and weight loss programs, as well as telehealth and other remote care services before meeting the deductible, which that one is actually going into effect for 2025. And as far as changes goes, those are most of the changes to the HSA accounts resulting from this big beautiful tax bill. Now, I've seen a lot of misinformation out on the internet about other things that were supposed to make it through that actually didn't make it through, and that's what I'm going to cover next. The first one was they were going to allow individuals that were already enrolled in Medicare Part A to contribute to HSA accounts. So the way the rules work right now, and they're still going to work, is if you are enrolled in Medicare Part A, you cannot simultaneously be contributing to an HSA account at the same time. The House bill was trying to get rid of that, so someone could be enrolled in A and also contribute to an HSA account, but that feature actually got removed from the final bill, so it's still the same. If you're enrolled in Medicare Part A, you can't contribute to an HSA account. The second feature that got eliminated in the final bill was a doubling of the contribution limits to HSA accounts subject to income phase out. So what they were going to do is if you were kind of single coverage and you were eligible for an HSA, you could do that $4,400. Well, they were going to double it so you could do an additional like $4,400 on top of it as long as you were below certain income thresholds. That got taken out of the final Senate bill and the final bill overall. So really it's just going to be the regular annual contribution limits going forward. The third provision that got removed was the ability of spouses to make the age 55 plus catch-up, which is that additional $1,000, to one of the spouse's HSA accounts. The way it worked before and the way it will still work is each spouse has to have their own HSA account to be eligible to make that special catch-up contribution after age 55. From a planning standpoint, even though the big beautiful tax bill didn't make a lot of changes to HSA accounts, they are still a super valuable financial tool because it's one of the few financial assets that you don't pay tax when you make contribution to the account. The earnings accumulate tax deferred, and as long as you're using those for qualified medical expenses later on in retirement, you pay no tax. So no tax on the way in, no tax on the way out. Now, while the tax bill did not make many changes to HSA accounts, it did make a lot of other changes to the tax code, ranging from the SALT cap, the new age 65 standard deduction. There's a lot of other changes that have been made, and we're creating a series of videos, and I'm going to create a link to the series of videos of those different topics in the description of this video below. Thank you for watching.